Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. This time featuring the brand new Halloween tank, the Tier 9 Premium Medium, the Arachnid. And before we get into the video to sort of go over this tank, we need to just state the elephant in the room. It is a big spider. They have literally brought in a big spider into the game. You're driving around in a big spider. I don't know what else I can say. I guess I can just leave that with you. I don't know how many times I can say a big spider, but yeah, it's a big spider. I'm finding it difficult to look past the fact that we've got a big spider tank in the game now. But if you can get past the fact that it is a big spider, it's actually quite a fun little tank. It's a two-shot auto loader, sort of. It's basically it's the same sort of skin built chassis of the AE Phase, except for they've turned it into a medium tank and they've given it this a bit more mobility and a two-shot auto loader gun. Now, I really like it. It's got 320 alpha, decent reload, low penetration on a standard round, 238, and then 280 heat pen. But yeah, it's quite a good tank. I quite like playing it. It's just a big spider though. That's the only real problem. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to get too involved in all the different little stats and statistics of the tank. I find it easier just to talk about when we're playing. So I'm just going to watch I'm going to leave you there, stop rambling on, and I'll see you in a minute for the replay. Okay, so here we are for the video then. This is the first replay on Fearful Ridge. We are platooned up with Big Rossi. Unfortunately, both replays I've got for you today, annoyingly, the sound never recorded. So I am going to have it without game sound, but hopefully you can still enjoy the replays, and it should sort of show you what the tank can do. So the first one on Fearful Ridge, we are going to push down the 1-2 line, and I'm going to play an aggressive position, which is I've used it before on videos, but the one thing I'll say about this position I'm going to go to, it's high risk, high reward basically, and it's not something I'd always recommend doing unless you've got some support from your team. In this scenario, I am top tier as well, so that sort of all those little things kind of have an impact on whether I'm going to decide to make a play or not. And the fact that I am top tier, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to do it. And basically, that's to push down to the K1-2, right the way down the back of this, and get behind the mound at the back, which allows you to get crossfire on the enemy team as they push. But the only problem is a lot of our team have actually gone the other side of the map, which means I'm not really going to get that much support. I do have some support. I do have 3 tanks with me. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to do it. I think if there's no tanks with me, I wouldn't do it because you wouldn't have the crossfire, and you need the crossfire for this to work. And that's essentially to push all the way into this mound. And if the enemy team pushes out like they have done, you can then get the crossfire shots in. One thing I should also mention at the moment is there's a bug in the game, which hopefully will fix soon, and that's when you're turning your tank and you turn your turret the same direction, the turret sort of gets locked in like a hole lock and won't turn, so you can't turn your turret very quickly, and that's a little bit frustrating. That can sort of cost you, it makes it difficult to get the shots in at times. So hopefully they will fix that shortly. So here we are in the position. The enemy team's pushed round, but we've got to sort of hold down behind this rock, trying to sort of get our turret, or the big spider, which has got a sort of better armour, and see if we can block any shots. It's not got the same sort of turret as the AE Phase, where it's a little bit weaker, and the roof of the turret is only 50 mil of armour, so artillery can actually just will one bomb you if they get close. If they hit you on the top of the tank. But I'm now getting pushed by a Minuteman. And yeah, this is far from ideal, but I'm hoping that this AIM 30, which was with me, has got rear shots on this Minuteman. So I'm hoping it's going to be able to help us out. So now I'm also getting pushed by an Inferno. I need to focus the one target. I'm trying to keep myself as live as I possibly can. I can double tap this Minuteman now, which I managed to do, and now I'm just trying to block the shots of this Inferno and see if we can get behind this wreck of this Minuteman we've now got to keep ourselves safe. I have no idea how I didn't die there. I should have died, but fortunately the enemy team didn't pen their shots, and we managed to get safe. And we now, between our own team and that crossfire and the help of Big Rossi who come to the rescue, we managed to take out that Inferno, and that's put us on 2k assistance and 3,000 damage. So we've had the right result in this area. We've lost a lot of hit points, but we've got a lot of damage out of it, and we almost won that starting engagement of the enemy team. They took a lot of punishment there, and now I'm just trying to look for shots from this hill, light stuff up, see if we can get any more assistance. I've got to be a little bit careful because I only have 540 hit points left. But I'm just trying to work a shot on this Tiger P. But I know there's stuff covering it, so I've got to be careful. Like this, other spider tank, which has some shots on me. So I'm pulling back in, and I've just noticed that the Barras, he's got full yellow in his eyes and is about to full send me. So I'm trying to get into cover. I need him to about one shot. If he bounces one shot, I'm going to be able to win the trade. He actually misses both shots, which is brilliant, and I hit both of mine. And now I know that if I can beat his reload, I'm going to have this Barras killed, because I can double tap him. He actually eats a shot there of Rossi, I believe, and we should be able to finish him off now, but unfortunately that gets absorbed in the track somehow, but it's not a problem. We've got that secondary shot, so we're able to take out the Barras, putting us onto just shy of 4,000 damage. Now Rossi is getting full sent. I need to be able to come and help him. Annoyingly, I get caught on this Minuteman as I was trying to look for the shots, and that's delayed me a little bit, and I'm hoping that the fact that little bit me get poor drive and get caught on that Minuteman hasn't allowed me to keep Rossi alive, which is a shame, because he did help me out big time earlier when he came into the rescue and I was getting full sent by them tanks. But it's now only 3 tanks left, and I've had a decent game. Got 4,500 damage, 2,000 assistance, 800 blocked. But I'm thinking at this point, I'm just trying to get over to see this Scorpion G to pick up any more last bit of damage, because it is not really. I did well where I was to stay alive, but I've not really been able to get any more sort of damage in this game. Sort of died off shortly after, but we do get one into that Scorpion G. We are looking for the kill shot. He's only on 18 hit points. We're saving this like one shot to see if we can get the kill. I think he's probably going to get taken out, but fortunately, actually, he does stop. We do actually manage to get that kill, putting us on just under 5k damage and 5 kills, and 2,000 assistance. So yeah, not a bad first replay. It was unfortunately only a first class, but we have got one more replay to come. And as always, save the best to last. So I will see you in a bit for the second replay. Okay, so here we are for the final replay of the video. Again, tuned up with the Big Rossi on Lakeville this time, from the southern spawn. And at the start, I'm going to go down to the lake road in the middle, see if we can get these spots on anything crossing, see if we can get any early damage in the game, and to see what we spot, work out what to do from there once we've got a little bit of information, because at this point we don't know where the enemy team's going to go. So it seems like a good place to start. But straight away, the enemy light tank seems to, this Hawk 30, I'm not too sure. I'm guessing he didn't want to play this game, because he's just absolutely full sent and then rammed into our Dragon. So yeah, it's just, not much to say about that. Thank you for the extra little bit of damage, and a 3 light tank dead. So we're going to see if we can. We're just trying to poke our view range as much as we can, just to see if we catch anything out. Crossing. Do have to be a little bit careful when we are lit there, but I'm doing my best to try and spot them. If I sense it's right, then I'm gonna make the push down this road and see, and then I'll be able to spot the enemy team up. But you got to be careful, because if there's a heavy tank or a mini tank in the corner on the road, that would stop me making that advance. But we have actually managed to catch this AMX-65T out in the open. We managed to get both our shots into that tank, and now he just pulled down. And this AMX-40 is also crossing. This is what we wanted. We wanted these crossing shots. And like this heavy tank there, and we managed to get another 2 pens in, which is brilliant. And yeah, it's really nice at this, like that little double taps are such a fun gun to use. Although the penetration on the AP is quite low, it's not too bad when we're top tier like this. And now I've seen the opportunity to make the advance with the Spider, and we're gonna because as our team are pushing on the right hand side of the map, this means it's easier for us to make this push because we know that we're not going to get shot in the side. And we're just looking at this opportunity to get some shots in. The brass crosses, we get one into the brass. We're looking to see if we can get a second shot. It's not quite possible. Once I've just cleared it, it's okay. I'm going to make the push down onto this ridge where I can get the side shots into these mediums, and hopefully we can make sort of quick work of them. We are still in a nice hold down position, and we've got shots on this AMX-40 and this 50T ton as well at the moment. And we're just getting these nice shots in, putting us on to just under 3k damage. As I can see, the enemy team, the rest of the team is still engaged in the 1-2 line. So if they win that, I may have to turn around or may have to push and come behind them. But ultimately, I need to get rid of these medium tanks first as quickly as we can, which we are doing. Like I say, it doesn't feel like it's it's a reloader, but because you only got that like 11-second reload. Or 12-second reload, it doesn't feel like you're waiting that long, and you're often ready to fire, which is nice. This Barras is in an awkward position. We're going to try and get one shot into this heavy tank. Annoyingly, we do overextend and get shot. I knew he had fired, so I was trying to get one in. Unfortunately, he does manage to eat one. We do eat one off of that, but it's not too problem. We have pushed him back now. But it looks like the enemy team is winning down the 1-2, so I need to win this engagement quickly. Now, I really wanted to get rid of this Barras because that Barras had the side engagement on us, and he obviously didn't realise that I was a double shot there, and he pops back out and managed to take him out, which is nice because that's got rid of a awkward angle. But as the enemy team have now won the 1-2, we need to pick up the pace. That's why I'm eating shots in order to get my double shots in, just because I'm thinking, they're going to push through and cap us out, so I need to try and push to get my damage in as quickly as I can now, so we can clear these tanks which are preventing us from getting behind the enemy team. So we pick up another kill, putting us on to 5,000 damage, and we're looking to see if we can get a shot into this E5. We get one, we was going to get a track wheel shot, but he actually gets taken out, and then we get the finishing kill in. Unfortunately, Rossi actually gets killed by the artillery there, and the reason he died was because of the fact that he couldn't turn his turret quickly enough because of that bug, which is, to be honest, is really frustrating, which is a shame because we have lost, the help of Rossi, and the enemy team have actually turned around, so they're not actually pushing for the cap, which I think, that's good, because now I'm going to be in a brawl and I can get some more damage. Like I said, I'm just shy of 6,000 at the moment, and we are 2 tanks up, but that is soon to change. This E75 is pushing. Was going to get a shot into the side of the turret, but we thought, he's exposed his lower plate. Annoyingly, he just sort of pulls down, and that shot hits his upper plate, and then, bounces off. We've got this 1B, he's now pushed back in an awkward position, forcing me to fall back. But, I can't stay where I am. And our team are kind of just starting to die there. We get one shot into the Vanguard, we track him in place, and then I stupidly missed that shot, which is frustrating because that Vanguard then goes on to kill the Dragon, all because I didn't hit that shot. Otherwise I would have took him out, and I would have needed that help with that Dragon, because the Dragon was taking the wide angle. We're now getting pushed by a Tortoise. We're going to try and get our 2 shots in, and now I'm thinking, if he gets close and he just full sends over this ridge, I'm dead, because there'd be nothing I could do to stop him. He's got the hit points, he's going to kill me. So I'm trying to turn and make the run, and I'm just praying, I know I can eat one shot. I'm just hoping I can get back into this cover before he comes round, so that I can make my escape, and annoyingly I don't have enough time. He shuts me down. Now, maybe I could have just stayed where I was and fought him front on, but if it was a competent player, he would have just pushed over and killed me anyway. So I thought my only chance is to leave. And yeah, that's quite frustrating, to be honest with you, because I was on 7k damage and I could have had a lot more out of that game. And now I'll just go and watch a sort of two friendly team, see if they can finish it off. But unfortunately, I know, spoiler alert, they don't manage to do it. So rather than wait, you watch this, I'll see you in a bit for the results. Okay, yeah, so it's a shame we didn't manage to get the W there, but we do go on to have a good game. We had 7,000 damage, 5 kills. It was a shame we just couldn't escape that tortoise. Had I just left a second earlier and was able to get round that corner, I think I would have been able to go on to win that game and probably get about 8,000 out of it. So it was a shame, but it is what it is. But hopefully that shows you what this tank can do. Do I recommend it? The tank? It's a lot of gold, 17,000 gold. If you're going to get it, you might as well spend the 23,000 and get the free tanks. But yeah, it's just whether you can get over the fact that it is just a big spider. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!